Before we dig into the deck profile, if you like the beautiful mat you see here, you can get your copy at Zero Damage Playmats. Link is going to be down below in the description. And, well, it's gorgeous, right? Let's dig on into what we came here for, the deck profile on Sky Striker, shall we? Alright, so I was poking through Zodiac tournament rounds and was curious about some of the stuff players were playing for the new format. Kind of curious to see what players were coming up with. And I saw that Zachariah Butler actually had a Sky Striker list. Well, I was like, alright, let me peep that. Let me try it for locals. So Zach said I got to give a shout out to Jacob Silverman for helping him out with the deck, along with Hunter. He changed it a little bit in concept from what they sent. So I was like, all right, we're going to try Zach's list. We made top 8 at locals, finished out of, I think it was 18 people. Top 8 ended up splitting down the prizes for that day. So there's that. So we did relatively well with this. I'm very happy with the results for this. And I want to talk about some things because the concept that I saw out of this wasn't like anything I've seen with Striker before. We saw a concept like this come across the top cut for the NAWCQ, but there wasn't really much out of that. So it kind of went quiet after that. So what's going on with this deck going on into the new season, things like that. So let's see. So we have triple copies of Sky Striker, Ace, Ray. I'm not even going to explain this. Best card in the deck. We play no other monsters, no ashes, none of that other stuff. The rest of the brick is just the brick. So there's that. Triple copies of Sky Striker, Engage. Honestly, yeah, there's nothing to discuss out of this. You do need to be a little bit more careful though with this, because you can't. This is really weird to say because now that multi-rolls at 1, you can't be as risky with these. And when I say as risky with them, you just have to literally control the things that you're doing and just not be dumb with the card choices and interactions that you're doing. Also, shout out to Zero Damage Playmats. If you like the little mat, like I said, check them out. Very, very, very awesome. Alright, triple copies of Widowmaker. Nothing else to say about this. Hey, it's value. Literally. Sad day. We only have one multi-roll now. Once again, can't really win them all, I guess. But this card is as good as it's ever been. Players are going to Cosmic Cyclone now to banish this. Also, a little DD Crow, target the multi-roll. Like, watch it go away. But stick this on the field, you're usually in a pretty good position. We have the one copy of Hornet Drones. Yep, self-explanatory. 2 copies of Shark Cannon. We're right back to where we were. Here we go again. This card is absolutely fine. I think that the power that this card has in the current format hasn't really changed. I think this card is fantastic. Blowing out the opponent in situations that you normally wouldn't be having a good time in, bada bing, bada boom, right here. This does everything for you. I love it. We have the one copy of Jamming Waves, traditional backrow removal. One copy of Eagle Booster. I already know. Hey, should we be playing 2 Eagle Booster right now? I don't know. I don't really think the format calls for it. Honestly, it's just kind of up in the air. Like, the card's good. We have the one copy of Afterburner. Piercing through an opponent's devastatingly large monster. Still pretty free. We have the 2 copies of Area Zero. Yeah, nothing to change with this. I think 2 is fine. Especially now that Terraforming's at 1. This is so good. One copy of Reinforcement of the Army. Tutoring for our one-of Ray. Now, something I had an internal struggle with, and I stuck with what Zach had. I really wanted to play MST over Cosmic Cyclone. But we're kind of in a format now that taking away the opponent's multi-roll, taking away Salad's back row so that they can't recur it, this card is really good, at least at the current point that we are in the pre-format. And I think a lot of players are going to see this more, and Zach and Silverman had a really good idea with this. This card is just so good. So maybe going forward, we'll see this be the one that sticks, but we'll have to wait and see. I definitely like what we get out of that. We have the 2 copies of Foolish Burial Goods. Pretty self-explanatory because, you know, we were always playing the 1 Metalfoes Fusion. Recurability, stuff like that. 1 copy of Upstart Goblin. Another spell in the graveyard. Now, this is the point where the deck deviates from all things that you know and love, and players are going to be like, what? We play triple copies of Card Demise. Now, we've seen this done before in the past. You can't special summon in the turn that you use this. Do keep in mind that, yes, you can do Sky Striker-y things, but this is one of those things. It's not like you can't normal summon the Ray. Go Card Demise, set everything that you need. Oh no, you maybe lose a card. Oh wait, you got the field spell. Cool, we did it. Then you can let your Ray tag out on their turn into something for you to set up. You know, the kind of stall, something like that. You have options with this. The card says draw 3. All right. Inherently, I was like on the fence about this. I was like, why are we playing this? And I was like, this is pretty good. I'm not sure on what changes we're gonna go for this, but this deck's a lot of fun. That's all that matters, right? 2 copies of Mystic Mine. Yeah, we're a Mystic Mine deck now. You shouldn't be surprised. Stalling out the opponent is really good. I actually really like this card, especially against Saka Thunder. We have 2 copies of Demise of the Lamb. Opponent special summons. Bada bing, bada boom. Activate field spell. A lot of players, this card's going up in price for a reason. Alright, it's because Mystic Mine still exists. Leave it to the TCG. We're like, oh yeah, we'll go right on back to our degeneracy. I love it. 1 copy of Set Rotation. I was a little bit on the fence about this. When you draw this card, it's nuts, by the way. This so much value. And the last card we play is Signet Universe. So, this little thing says, all link monsters you control gain 300 attack. Hey, who likes Hayate pokes for 18s? Me. Once per turn, you can target 1 monster in your graveyard and shuffle it into the deck. If this card is destroyed by a card effect, send all monsters on the extra monster zones to the graveyard. So you got a couple options with this. Infinite Ray Manager, or Infinite Kagari Management. You can give this to your opponent off the set rotation, nuke it, and get a free nuke on the extra monster zones, which is really good for value. This card is so good. We have the 1 copy of Metaverse. Mystic Mine, any other field spell I need, I can stick it. Triple copies of Torrential Tribute. This card's a blowout when you can see it. Being the deck's 43 cards, but this was so good. Like, on a pre-Thunder board, oh my gosh, so much value. And triple copies of Infinite Impermanence on ye old, disgusting cards that are going to try to punish you. So, that's the main deck. Now, extra deck here. We have 1 copy of Kagari. Kagari is yield-based waifu. She does so much for this deck. I absolutely appreciate her, and she's such a good card. Triple copies of Hayate. Being able to just get that full effect off every single turn behind a Mystic Mine and not watching your opponent be able to get on out. Yep, I love putting a death timer on my opponent. Triple copies of Shizuku. No real explanation needed for this. Just very good card. And we have the 1 copy of Kaina. Don't really need more than 1 Kaina. I think that that's fine. Now, we play the 1 copy of Hida, because reviving off of the opponent's graveyard is still very good. 1 copy of the Phoenix. Another really broken card. I'm a little bit up in the air about this one, because Unicorn came up twice today. And this came up once. I actually kind of wish this would have been a Unicorn. 1 copy of Topological Armor Dragon. This also didn't come up, but alas, I'm happy to have the resource. 1 copy of Boral Sword for the OTK. This comes up. 1 copy of the Salamangreat Fusion. And 1 copy of ye old Super Poly Target. This deck is still super polycentric. At least this build is. You'll see that here. Super poly, so good. Side deck. Triple copies of Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. Absolute value. When this comes up, you're usually in a good position. Especially good. This is mainly for Pendulum. Hitting the Electromite's too good. Triple copies of Prankatops. Just Prank Me Daddy. Once again, this also just another power card. Obviously, you rotate Demise and things like that. Triple copy is a super poly because answering a Thunderboard is so free now. We have triple copies of Typhoon. Hey, anything that's detrimental, pop it. Why deal with it? We have triple copies of Evenly Matched, wrapping up Zachariah's list. Whew, I will say that there are probably things that you can change in it, but for a base level point at this point in time, I think that this deck is a lot of fun, and having a different take on a deck that's already seen a lot of play in the game is never really a bad thing. So guys, please check out Zero Damage Playmats if you're interested in picking up your copy of the mat. And well, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace out. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a Truffle Shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out VanCole40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.